This is a sleep subliminal. This can also be played when you're awake. But if you'd like to just prepare the space for yourself to go into this clearing, go into this receiving, all we need you to do is to start to relax. However that works for you, if that's breathing, if that's doing your own type of prayers or calming your mind, just go ahead and do that and get ready for this transmission. One thing I do ask, that is, if you're willing to receive this and you're willing to receive the clearing, the healing, the frequencies and the codes that are inside this transmission, you will need to give consent to that. And it can be just at whatever level is kind for you and your body to receive right now, whatever's going to cause the most effective and efficient shift, whatever can be integrated with ease. We want this process to be one of ease because these areas can get a bit dense or thick at times. So let's be kind as we unwind. In the beginning, I'm going to do a transmission, so this part will be pure receiving, so you can just listen to the music and allow consciously for your body parts to relax, to really zone in, tune in, set free, just relaxing down the body. Of course, this is a sleep meditation, so you can put it on loop. It works on the layers, going deeper and deeper each time. And just notice how you feel the next day when you wake up. See what awareness arises, or if you feel different in your body. So if you're willing and ready, just say yes and let the rest do its work for you on your behalf as we call in your guardians, those in the most high realms, those that work for you specifically, your unique combination of helpers, your higher self. All the precise and energetically beneficial geometries for your individual, all your unique codes and light structures that will contribute, that will help in the release or activation in a way that works best for you. We're going to work on returning to sender all dark magic, all projections, all entities and energies and attachments that may have been sent to you or summoned by you. Any place where you may have agreements with these energies, consciously or otherwise. And whether or not you're awake or sleeping is irrelevant. In fact, sometimes when you're sleeping, it allows it to go even deeper. Then your mind can't get in the way. We ask now to these universal forces that are working for your highest and best good to allow all these processes to work with the greatest efficiency. Please ask for your physical body to please match the frequency of the planet. Ask that your room, your house, your sleeping chamber to be fortified so there's no interference or inception. We ask that all energies leaving leave with ease and grace, and that integration is as smooth and kind on the body as possible. Let us begin. This audio is predominantly about clearing. There are other levels and layers to dealing with entities and energies, but for now we're going to work with clearing. Just to start off with, all the entities you've been aware of throughout your life that you have ignored, or maybe you didn't know what to do with them or didn't deal with them because of that. I ask you now, will you revoke all the decisions and conclusions and ideas, any points of view, any judgments that tell you you don't have access or you don't know how to get access to what will clear or change or transform any energy with the greatest of ease? And if the answer is yes, just relax a little more and allow that. We're running the clearing statements, we're running the prayers, we're running the frequencies in the layer underneath this. So just know that it's getting cleared out with your consent. And any entities, energies, any forms, disembodied energies in your house, we ask to all of them to please make themselves known. We ask, who are you? And who are you before that? 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 Who will you be in the future? We ask any of the entities in your house if you have any personal relationship to them, to this being or any other beings that may be in, around, or come visit you in the house, and any places, spaces, times, or lifetimes where you have those relationships. Would you be willing to let go of all of those agreements now, please? Truth, who are you? Who are you before that? Who are you before that? Who are you before that? To all the entities, who will you be in the future? Any drug and alcohol entities that may be in the house as well. We ask for all of you to dissipate and release, including with all the drugs and alcohol energy. And go now, thank you so much. What beyond this reality, energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, possibilities, power and potency can you and your body be? Regarding entities, energies, magic, to perceive, know, be, and receive the infinite space, the infinite choice you have, no matter what anything or anyone else says, or what anyone chooses as their reality. What if you could be far greater than any of these influences in this realm? And everything that doesn't allow that, with the greatest of ease, would you be willing to surrender that? Let it go, set it free. Remember, the potency is in your choosing. If yes, let it go. Everything that does not allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive just how dynamically different and vital you are, which could be why these entities are coming to you in the first place, and how dynamically beyond being able to be limited by any external energy whatsoever, anything that might have made its way into you or convinced you of anything. What if you didn't allow yourself to be limited, and that way you could be greater than any and all of these energies? Would you just join and create all of that now, please? Set it all free. Times a godzillion. Let it go. Everything that doesn't allow you to dislodge any heaviness or density that these entities or energies may be projecting or insinuating into your field that is not yours. Any heaviness that tells you you're supposed to be a functioning member of society by carrying this weight, carrying the sacrifice, carrying the cross. Anything and all that is, would you please return it all to sender and destroy and uncreate that? Would you be willing to allow you, your body, your energy bodies, your spaces to be free of any attachments, influences, projections, entities, demons, anything like that? Return to sender, return to sender, return to sender. Let it dissipate down into the earth to be transmuted. What are you refusing to be and refusing to receive when it comes to being the energy that creates and changes, generates worlds, generates realities, would allow you to be much greater and grander than any and all of these entities, whatever nefarious plans they have for draining your energy or taking your focus, or any of their plans and whatever influence they're being on your mind? What would you have to receive so that it could change this and change the entire reality of being influenced by anything? Everything that does not allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Thank you so much. Release it, set it free. What beyond this reality, energy, space, consciousness, choice, magic, miracles, mysteries, possibilities, power and potency can you be, and your body be, to engage with the quantum entanglements of the elementals, to perceive, know, be, and receive, actualize, and choose the eternal ease and space. With and as magic, you truly be. With and as energies, entities, you truly be. Anything that does not allow you to have access to your full mastery of this, in this lifetime, in this timeline, this space, now will you destroy and uncreate it, set it free, let it go. Surrender it all. All structures, any false realities appearing real, any fear programs that were insinuated or you inherited that told you would never be able to be that magic, that you could command all the molecules and particles of this realm, including entities, including energies. All of it, set it free. Relax. Relax your body. Relax down your walls and barriers, including all the hidden ones. Anything invisible, or covert, or unseen. If you are no longer right for how wrong you are or how wrong this reality has made you, for being sensitive and attuned enough to be able to perceive the subtle realm, the astral realm, the entity level realm, the places where you were made fundamentally wrong for that. If you were ever outcast or abandoned or banished in any way, or judged or punished for that, what could and would you choose in this lifetime to restore all of your gifts and abilities? As simply that, a part of your toolkit, a part of a world that only you know, that most people are afraid of because they don't know how to utilize his power, his potency. What would it take for you to unlock and restore that potency so that whatever wants to come through you or to you, you can work with it, you can communicate, you can potentially receive from it, you can know more of yourself through it, or at the very least you can have space with it so that there is no control, there's no separation, and there's definitely no fear around it. Everything that is, what kind of world would that create for you if you could really be all of you? So be aware that the world has made you wrong for knowing something that they don't know, that they can't see, that they can't feel, they're refusing to. Just try and uncreate that, please. 1, 2, 3. And every time we count to 3 like that, it's like we're bringing up all that might stand in the way of you having what I was asking your spirit about. And then just releasing that on the count of 3. So pick it up, we draw it up, we bring it and invite it up. And then with our intensity, we're asking it to dissipate. So we're doing an energy contribution. It's like a pattern break in that frequency, that density, that particular kind of density. So it's a 1, 2, and 3. You can imagine it sort of dissipating. The particles and molecules spreading out, becoming less dense, becoming less, quote unquote, real. We're making space. And everything that brings up about not having access to space, to have access to awareness around what to do when you sense these darker forces moving through your life, would you be willing to start to know that you would only be connecting to this if you actually had a capacity within this realm? You hear that? You have an energy that's here to support you with this, not to just torture you. And oftentimes we're sent decoys to this in the form of our gifts in the shadow. So what would it take to be beyond the reality of defend and protect, of something's attacking me, how these thought forms or these energies have come against us type thing. So the places where we feel attacked, where we need to defend or protect ourselves from the dark forces, could we please destroy and uncreate all of that and set that free, and instead cultivate becoming greater than it? If yes, 1, 2, 3. So whatever judgments that you might be having around, or feelings that you might be having around the dark, or what you've taken on from movies or Hollywood or stories, or maybe people have dismissed your capacities around this area, wherever there's been any core wounding or imprints on your soul around this, can we please now ask to locate the origins of those and take, with gentleness and ease, take each and every level and every layer and area and aspect of your being to that origin to help to resolve it. Remember, we're in the guardianship of the Most High now. This is where everything can be seen for what it is in truth, encouraged that it will be dealt with, that it's going to be sorted out. You don't have to do it by yourself, nor do you have to run and hide it anywhere. And this can come through all generations, healing all that's connected to any incidences that have caused us to dissociate and fragment off, all the way back to its origin. This is what we're doing here, offering it up by allowing ourselves to perceive it, not just selected parts of the story, but all of it, wherever we have had a part to play in some of the dark stuff as well. Because remember, we're not just victims. In fact, we're choosing different aspects of this, quite possibly for what we're going to get out of it, the choice to become greater from it. So we trust that this will be done by God's will. It will bring us more into the present as we forgive ourselves for choosing what we did, any reactions that we went into due to responding from what these influences have encouraged us to do. You should be willing to forgive yourself for that as well if you weren't in your right mind, as they say. So, all the entities and demons and their counterparts, all that resonates, identifies and connects with all the negative and quote-unquote bad things that are happening or have happened to me, we're directing it to them right now, okay? You no longer, you hear me? You no longer resume, identify or connect with that. Whatever caused you to resume, identify and connect with what happened, it's over now. You no longer resume, identify or connect. All curtains and blocks to healing relating to whatever happened, whatever traumatic incident caused you to resume or identify or connect with any of this. Wherever you put up blocks to receiving, everything that's hiding behind those blocks, hiding behind those curtains of protection, command it now. I no longer resume, identify, or connect with anything that was hiding behind that. It's over. You are now free. All of this is integrating now. All of this is integrating now. All of this is integrating now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. To all demons and entities, whatever has come to me to connect with me, whatever caused you to be attached to me or become attracted to me, all of your reasons for staying attached to me, through whatever happened, you no longer have a place here. You no longer resonate, identify, or connect with me. You are free now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can go now. Everywhere I have decided that black magic can be done through entities, and everywhere I have concluded that black magic cannot be done through entities, including however many lifetimes I have been a victim of black magic through entities, I eliminate, eradicate, dissipate it from me. At a molecular memory level, this current lifetime, this body and all bodies previously, I destroy and uncreate all that. I set that free. What is the value of making entities greater than you that allows you to be the victim of black magic through entities or by anyone, also in a body? And everything that's bringing up, would you be willing to set that free? Everywhere you made entities greater than you, and you feel your potency is less than their power or their capability that allows you to be the victim of black magic done through entities to you, your lifetime or any of your loved ones, would you be willing to return all of that to sender and set it free? all agreements, revoking them all now, please, to the core level. 1, 2, 3. Would you be willing to take your power back from the concept of black magic, especially through entities? How much more expansive would your life become? Anything that does not allow that, any way you're making yourself less than, smaller than, incompetent, unable, weak, when it comes to working with energies or entities, can you please set that free too now? Set it free. 1, 2, 3. All of the lifetimes you have been agreeing to the healer's curse, where you, instead of claiming, owning, and acknowledge your capacity as a wizard, as a healer, as a mage, where you never fully claimed that potency for yourself in its full glory, but you gifted away, you gave away all your energy to anyone who needed it, who desired it, and all of the lifetimes where you've allowed yourself to have this drain put on you, and you made it easy for others to get healing and clarity, just like that, but it was hard for you, even though it's actually a very casual thing for you, where you could just clear that easily because you are the one that they're coming to for potency and power. Would you be willing to release all of that and start to acknowledge your gifts and abilities, to know how to work with these energies? Everything that is, destroy and uncreate it all. Revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy and uncreate it all. Anything secret, hidden, invisible, covert, unseen, or undisclosed. Any layers or sub-layers, anything in your blind spots. See truth, see truth, see truth, truth. Let us see through the eyes of the Great Spirit. Show us how to remove the blindfolds so that we can perceive all that's required to have the awareness to make a better choice here when it comes to black magic energies, entities, and your own capacities within this realm. Everything that is, set it free, open up, soften down any barriers or locks you might have around your heart. Allow yourself to sense into the warmth that is your heart's field, the radiance that is pulsating from here. Allowing your team to work on whichever parts of your field may be shut down or compromised while you rest. When you rest, you allow a restoration, regeneration, restoration of communion, restoration of communion to the earth, restoration of communion to the earth, a restoration of communion to the earth. Just expanding out your body's field so we can get to wherever these energies may have attached themselves, wherever there may be deeper levels of this to be dealt with. Just being kind to the body, letting your body know that it can draw from any supportive and contributing fields within nature, perhaps, that could help support the clearing of this right now. So any entities having more power over you, or wherever you're giving up your potency for entities or to entities, or giving up your potency for black magic through entities, you'd be willing now to revoke, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate all of those agreements. Truth. Do you have more potency than entities? And including all the demons that have been employed to lie to you and tell you something different? Would you be willing to fire them all at once? Like, your employment here is no longer required. You are now set free. You're released from my charge. You're fired, you're fired, you're fired. You can go now. Thank you for your service. So all the demons that you fired from their jobs, return to from whence you came, 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 return to from whence you came. Yes, you, including you and all the ones that you control, all the leaders, all of the managers. Return to from whence you came, return to from whence you came, with all your teams, return to from whence you came, return to from whence you came, never to return to us, this being, this reality, this plane, ever, ever again, return to from whence you came. Never to return to me, my body, or this reality ever again. And on your way out, as you leave, please take all your magnetic imprinting, any luggage, any impressions, any echoes, any residue from my body, my reality, once and for all. Completely, utterly, entirely, exhaustively, minutely, every single little detail down to a cellular level. Times a godzillion, godzillion, godzillion. There is no way back. The bridge here is burned. And release. Please expand out your field. All the molecular memory. Bring in any light or any colors that are popping up in your mind. I'm seeing a kind of rose, copper, gold, but whatever it is for you. To be at ease in your body, to adjust with grace, because if we've been carrying entities, energies, demons, attachments, thought forms, etc., sometimes it can feel a little strange when you release them. They may have been part of what you thought was you, and then when they go, sometimes there can be like a sense of, well, I'm going to call it loneliness, but it's not really. It's a false sense of loneliness. What it really is space. Would you be willing to be that spacious, not be intimidated by being more empty than maybe you've ever been, because you've had them occupying spaces within you? Okay, so regarding all black magic, spells, curses, hexes, voodoo, sabotage, sickness, spiritual attacks, any heavy intentions, intrusive thoughts, psychic attacks, ill intentions, ill will, any bad luck, jealousy, envy, hatred, any projections, separations, rejections, judgments sent into, through, and around you, and all negativity or perceptions of negativity, apparitions or illusions of negativity, and all the personality selves, any entities and demons and attachments that have been created to keep this all in place, and the secret, hidden, invisible, unseen and undisclosed parts, anything that I haven't said, any pieces, parts, reflections, fragments, aspects, any tricks or traps, and everywhere you have hired any energies like this, or maybe you adopted them, borrowed, inherited, inculcated, absorbed them from this reality or another one, knowingly, unknowingly, consciously or unconsciously, intentionally, unintentionally, throughout all lifetimes, space, relations, dimensions, and realities, universes, past, present, future, parallel realities. Anywhere I haven't mentioned, will you please revoke, recant, rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate all of that, please? Through all levels. All of it. For the sacred fire of your being, of your soul choice, your capacity to choose something far greater than any and all of this. Will you set it all free now? 1, 2, 3. And again. 1, 2, 3. Let it reverberate through all of your energy bodies, all the way up to the 0 point, wherever you're willing to receive. We ask them all to leave. You can leave now. We undo any black magic, we undo any sorcery, any magic whatsoever, and all the entities connected to that, demons, return to from whence you came, return you from whence you came, never to return to this reality, this plane, ever again. Return to sender with consciousness attached. Return to sender with consciousness attached. For whatever reason, another person may have decided to create magic to send against you, which is very easily done. Would you be willing to forgive yourself for creating that in your world? All the suffering, all the sacrifice. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. All black magic, spells, curses, hexes, voodoo, sickness, sabotage, spiritual attacks, evil intentions, intrusive thoughts, psychic attacks, ill intentions, ill will, bad luck, jealousy, evil eye, envy, hatred, and all the negativity that has been sent to you or anyone who has directed evil thoughts, words, deeds, entities, demons towards you, including where you perpetrated that on anyone else, collective, the earth, in any lifetime or time and space. Will you revoke, recant, rescind, renounce, denounce, destroy and uncreate all of that, please? Return it all from whence it came. All of it, all of it, all of it, all of it. Never to return to you, your body, this reality, or this planet, ever, ever again. Yes, return it. Close down all portals that may be open that allow any entity's passageway through you or through anyone else that may come towards you. Closing down all access points, back doors where they could get in to come to you. Close them all down, command it. We close down all portals. Any gateways, any mirrors, any places where they might just come on through to attach to you, to drain you of anything. Closing them all down. 1, 2, 3. And all the black magic, spells, curses, hexes, voodoo, sickness, sabotage, spiritual attacks, heavy intentions, intrusive thoughts, psychic attacks, ill intentions, ill will, bad luck, jealousy, evil eye, envy, hatred, and any negativity that your parents or ancestors spirits, anything in your bloodline whatsoever, in your lineage, all the way back through every generation, and any curses that have been created throughout your whole lifetime and their lifetimes, through all space, time, dimensions, realities, universes, past, present, future, parallel realities, on this planet and any other space, time, dimensional reality, that limit or affect you in any way. Now, do you revoke, recant, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate all of that entirely, utterly, absolutely? Yes. Take a deep breath in the center of your soul and let that go, please. All generational curses, undone, dissolved, set free. What contracts, curses, repeating curses, spells, incantations, oaths, vows, fealties, comilties, swearings, communities, commitments, pledges, promises, agreements, alignments, alliances, allegiances, obligations, covenants, bonds, deals, deeds, decrees, duties, declarations, desperations, decisions, mandates, edicts, accords, assignments, pacts, connections, programs, ownerships, associations, affiliations, attachments, dedications, offerings, and terms, including secret, invisible, covert ones, undisclosed ones, and all clauses that allow reinstallment and reinstatement or additional copies of the original to be made. Do you have, through all lifetimes, spaces, dimensions, realities, universes, past, present, future, parallel realities, anywhere I haven't mentioned? Will you, with the entirety of your being, the full potency of your capacity, revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate this entirely, utterly, and absolutely? Any place that this still remains attached to you, any place where it may be locked in a particular part of your body or shut down in any one of your energy centers, to be willing to allow the forces now to clear out and clean out those spaces and let yourself be free. Let your true frequency be known. What would that take? Everything that is. With a humble heart, with an open mind, we destroy and uncreate all of that. Set it free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whatever level it's on. 13. 21. Whatever energy contributions are required here. Allow yourself to receive that now. Let us call the energy of whatever tone, frequency, any angle, angel, light body, tune up, any code or geometry or a combination of, to create the space where this can freely and safely transmute by violet fire, destroy and uncreate, cut, control, delete, release, set free. All black magic, spells, curses, hexes, voodoo, sickness, sabotage, spiritual attacks, evil intentions, intrusive thoughts, psychic attacks, ill intentions, ill will, bad luck, jealousy, envy, hatred, evil eye, and all negativity and all the personalities, entities, and demons that you have created to keep this all in place, and all of the secret, invisible, covert, unseen, or undisclosed parts and pieces, and everywhere you've hired them, created them, invited them, and adopted them, borrowed, inherited, inculcated them, knowingly, unknowingly, consciously, unconsciously, intentionally, unintentionally, through all lifetimes, space, dimensions, realities, universes, past, present, future, parallel realities. Anywhere I haven't mentioned, once again, will you revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate them all entirely, utterly, absolutely. Fire them all. Fire, fire, fire them all. All of them, all of you, you're fired. You're done here now. Return to from whence you came, never to return to your body, this reality, this plane, ever, ever, ever again. Return to from whence you came. Return to from whence you came. Go back to the light. Go back to the light. You must go. You will go. Thank you so much. You can leave now. You get to go now. You get to have another choice now. Return to sender. Consciousness attached. Return to sender. Return to sender. Return to sender. For whatever reason, you can repeat this in your subconscious. Or if you're awake, you can repeat it to yourself. For whatever reason, I am wide open to, vulnerable to, or susceptible to entities. Destroy and uncreate that. Whatever this brings up, I destroy and uncreate that too. Whatever limiting beliefs that are in the way of being able to fix this, restore my ease in space, destroy and uncreate that. Destroy and uncreate all attachments, interference, and deceptions in my life, times a godzillion, and everything that brings up. Any attachment points, or openings, or portals that allow this to happen to me, I shut all of them down now. Remember, the clearing is running under this, so continue to set this free by your choice. Any reason why I'm open to or vulnerable to this, any reason why this won't work, destroy and uncreate all of that as well. Any historical vulnerabilities, openings, or portals to entities, demons, or other supernatural forces, I destroy and uncreate that times a godzillion. Everything that brings up, all attack, attachment, interference, and deception, all open doors, cords, ties, and lines, destroy and create all that times a godzillion. All blocked paths, cross conditions, reversals, and switch conditions, curtains, intentions, locks, and keys, all karma that's causing this, all opposite conditions, all shapeshifters, and all consciousness that's causing this. Destroy and uncreate, destroy and uncreate, destroy and uncreate, return to sender, return to sender, return to sender. All spoofing, all sensory, all false sensory experiences, all curses and all jinxes that are causing this, destroy and uncreate. All reasons why this should not be cleared permanently and forever, destroy and uncreate. Times a godzillion. All entities, openings, cross conditions, reversals, blocked paths, or anything relating to demons, entities, openings, or experiences, I apply all relevant energy processes to clear that, shift that, dissolve that, transform that in my body. Whatever needs to be cleared or shifted in my physical body, I allow these processes to run now. All of yesterday's relationships, body, life, business, problems, allergies, and tolerances, limitations, demons, entities, experiences, destroy and uncreate all of that. Destroy and uncreate all of yesterday's openings, portals, demons and entities, attachments and energies that do not serve me and my highest and best possible good, times a godzillion. All of this, everything that I've just said, molecularly demanifest all demons, entities, and experiences Demolecularly manifest a good life for me. Demolecularly manifest a good experience in my life for me. Times a godzillion. Demolecularly manifest whatever I want in my experience in my life going forward for me. Times a godzillion. Molecularly demanifest all negative past experiences going forward for me. All of yesterday's demons, entities, experiences and vulnerabilities. All of yesterday's experiences with demons, entities or other extrasensory experiences, destroy and create them all. Whatever contracts, commitments, oaths, any place where I have felt teased or troubled or tormented, any commitments I have ever made in this lifetime or past lifetimes, known and unknown, everything related to this destroyed and created all times a godzillion. Any curses and spells on my lifetime right now, my timeline right now, destroy and create them. All the past curses and spells, any contracts or oaths that I have made to allow this to happen, or allow me to be vulnerable to this happening, destroy and create all of it. Any disbelief that this will work, any black magic that is being done on me, return to sender with consciousness attached. Any dead relatives that are bothering me or trying to control me or my experience here on earth, destroy and uncreate their motivation for doing that. Everything comes to me with ease and joy and glory. Everything that's not true about that, I destroy and uncreate it all. For all the demons and entities, why are you bothering me? What gives you the right to bother me? Just go in peace. All forms of depression, soul disconnection and confusion regarding knowing who I truly am, places where my heart has been closed, where my emotions and awareness and consciousness is shut down, all manipulations of my geomagnetic field, any toxic dark energy, reversals, dead energy or miasma in my astral body or other bodies, I destroy and create all that, set that free. 1, 2, 3. Any black hole entities related to the moon lineages, any mental constructs that they have created, any mechanical and synthetic entities, false light, authority, imposter entities, spirits of hate, spirits of rape, spirits of poverty, spirits of pedophilia and the collective energy, spirits of control over other, spirits of sacrifice, spirits of the dark arts. To all of you, we open the entity transit portal. We've created a container to contain these entities and imposter spirit entities, and we now address them fully. All entities and imposter spirits involved in any of these mind control programs and its polarity games are claimed in their God-given rights to the entities or demons or energies. You have the right to self-determine. You have the right to your own sanity and to choose wholeness. You have the right to leave this mind control matrix and end this war game. You have the right to choose, and you are free in God's eternal light. You have two choices: to return to God's light or to a time-space continuum or space of origin. Please choose now. I command this space and my total being dedicated to the sacred self-sovereign forces of God in Christ's authority now. Beloved God forces, Holy Mother and our avatar Christ self, please assist and transport any and all imposter entities through all appropriate levels of transit as sovereign freedom consecrated to God's source. With all intention now is chosen. Thank you. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. Please seal and end our communication transit portal when all entities have left. Thank you so much. We're truly grateful. All the ways you are unaware that you have come into agreement with spirits, entities, energies, attachments, programs, life forms, displaced entities, or where you have agreed or been manipulated into choosing to be implanted so that you were controlled, that you might now identify with all of that. And where this may have fed into your experiences of low self-esteem or phobias or fear or addiction or being unhealthy, unable to heal, including all layers of astral debris, any impersonal elemental forces, any and all demonic possession, and any shame or guilt that may arise from this. We ask for all the distractor implants connected to this, all the decoys, deviations, and traps to keep you looping and never clearing this fully, clearing it all the way to its fundamental base origin level. Would you be willing to revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and create all of that now, please? You get to do this. You get to be free. 1, 2, 3. And any pain that has become personalized that they are using to prey on you with or to drain your energy, all the ways this has become personalized in the human body, or wherever your memory has been wiped with this, and now you know pain instead. To be willing to start to remember that you get to create space inside so that you can communicate clearly and you can really embody your own source, spiritual source, through cultivating what's valuable to you, the virtuous self. And you can take yourself on that road to personal freedom and have this permanence to your healing. Everything that is and everything that brings up any desperation or anything that they might be trying to tell you, you can't do this, that you couldn't possibly get free, that you couldn't possibly be greater than what supposedly controls you. Would you be willing to set that all free? No weapon formed against me may prosper. No weapons formed against me or my loved ones or my world may prosper. No weapons formed against me and my body, my relationship to the One, will prosper. Any mind and body entities, any suppressor entities, genetic artificial intelligence drones, including all of the fragmented confusion that was created, past, present, and future, all the entities mistaken as the devil that are actually artificial technology-based entities, any negative alien entities, Nephilim, fallen angelic watchers, any of the malevolent mantis insectoid entities, any distortions where you may have been receiving that through other spiritual people who claim that they're channeling a higher frequency, and they just may well be, but it could be another form of these false gods, these archonic structures designed to give knowledge and wisdom, but they're actually just using their hosts. And any disappointment that might come out of realizing that truth, anything that does not allow this to be integrated with ease, we destroy and create it all. 1, 2, 3. It can be hard seeing the truth, but just ask for support. It's going to take to move through these processes and recognizing what's actually going on here with these. And the entities employed or enslaved to work on the harvesting within the dark matrices and grid networks that have been overlaid. Any who reside in the underground and control you remotely. We are now dissolving all connections back to us that allow you to control us. Any place where you're going into our dreams or our astral body and incepting there. Who are you? Truth. Who are you before that? Who are you before that? Who are you before that? Who will you be in the future? You will leave, you must leave. Go back to from whence you came, never to return to this being, this body, this plane, ever again. Go back to from whence you came, never to return to this being, this body, this plane, ever again. Choose it. Choose to set them free. Choose to restore your sovereign capacity here, your direct line. All slave master programs of this realm, yourself any Archon overlords residing over you, any monitoring spirits, never allowing you access to your full wholeness and restoration. You can all leave now too. Any ways that you may have been or currently are in any parallel realities being experimented on, energetically or otherwise, in this timeline or any other, especially the ones that you've dissociated from or forgotten or had the memories taken from you so that you wouldn't restore that, recall that, and expose those who are doing this. Would you be willing to offer them all up to that transmuting fire? Allow the universal forces to work on your behalf in gratitude and consciousness, bliss and sovereign authority as an eternal being. This is your right to have this level of support. While we do live in a particular kind of dense matrix, where this slave, master, victim, victimizer, draining type energy has been instituted through so many of our structures, you do get a choice. You do get to be free. What if part of your reckoning and your realization frees so many other people, frees your entire bloodline for a start? Those that are connected to you, everything that is, we set it free. Any possible telepathic absorption of emotions and sensations taken on in any altered state, where you may have been exposed to energies that sought to control, dominate, and manipulate you out of your life force. Please return to sender, disconnect, destroy, and uncreate. Close down any portals, any ways back, any back doors, any access points. Just run and create, just run and create, just run and create. Wherever any methods to steal your autonomy and sovereignty via addiction to all things technological, as well as propagating technological abuse of your soul, please destroy and create all of that, and any consent that you may have given, revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, destroy and create all that. Anything that does not allow you to rewrite the code and terminate all backup programs once this has been dissolved. Burn the bridge. Terminate all codes and cords all the way back and all the ways back. Pattern break all loops. Any auto-infections or kill switches that get engaged, or alternative programs that kick in. Any firewalls that go up. Any manipulated loops, words, scriptures, wherever any programming kicks in related to a planetary type PTSD, all violent hate-filled literature misrepresented as holy books, anything that you've been induced into, all violent false gods, all blood sacrifice, anything like that. Any divide and conquer paradigms, victim, victimizer, sexual abuse and sexual misery, child abuse, child sacrifice, any misogyny, and all entities, energies, attachments, demons employed or residing over any and all of this. Would you be willing to set them all free now? Truth. Set them all free. You're fired, release, go back to from whence you came. Go back to from whence you came. Expand greater and bigger than this so they can't find you and they can't attach to you. Any implants and explants creating a way back as a reality, can you please destroy and uncreate that? 1, 2, 3. Remember, knowledge protects, ignorance harms. Wherever you've created a black house structure designed to house demonic, satanic, or negative entities, used as a trade exchange in some way for receiving earthly power or any material possessions known or unknown, consciously or unconsciously, this life or another, in any dimension, place, space, or reality, wherever this has resulted in any astral bindings, attachment cords that are connected to these lower spiritual entities, through someone or not through someone, through spaces or not through spaces, just any possible combination where they continue to parasitize your energy field or use anybody near you to get to you, to drain you, to influence you, to watch you, wherever and whenever you gave consent to any satanic forces and agreed to be in servitude and binding to the will of these lower primitive forces, will you now discontinue access to them and to your energetic bindings throughout this current identity or any others? Would you be willing to disrupt where this would be taken into the death process? Wherever you've been held in this pattern. 1, 2, 3. Anywhere you've been taken advantage of through implants, siphoning, experimentation, abduction, mind control, or if they've taken over the mind and body and increased any pain in your body, tricked your mind continually with delusions, or wherever they're haunting you or tormenting you into any kind of black depression, addiction, any misery whatsoever, any idea that you're separate or desperate, any and all parasites related to this, tech ones as well. Any and all techies, what gives you the right to be here, what gives you the right to be here, what gives you the right to be here. Any holographic inserts, false memories, or memories being used by any entities to control your mind and manipulate any timelines. Any place where you've been tricked and deceived by lunar entities, wherever you've had your identity stolen or cloned in any way. Any soul slavery that you're still engaged in or entangled in. All of the quanta that has been taken from you or harvested through worshipping, brainwashing, or any other forms of mind control systems formed out of this master-slave type narrative. Can you please release and remove all soul bindings, all energetic bonds, all negative energy cords or attachments used in any kind of spell casting? Any spells that are designed to hold back the progress of you or suppress the consciousness of you into any kind of fear patterns or enslave you into repeating time cycles, everything that is revoke, recant, rescind, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy and create at all times a godzillion. Return to sender, return to sender, return to sender. Destroy and create, destroy and create, destroy and create. Any energetic hexes that have been transmitted through sending the negative energy of oppression, hatred, or curses of negativity to another person where you've received it or where you have given it, would you be willing to destroy and create all that? I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you, I love you. You. Destroy and create, destroy and create, destroy and create. Wherever there's a trauma wound that's attracting an extra dimensional entity or some kind of negative disincarnate from any astral, organizational hierarchy whatsoever, wherever that has become a vibrational match to whatever your trauma wound is, if you have that, wherever that's being exploited inside of you, can you please destroy and uncreate that? Can you please ask for healing and facilitation from a higher source directly from consciousness so that they can't exploit you with this? Wherever there's been a psycho-spiritual event, if you've been a victim of abuse, or at some point in your life you underwent through that as a child or otherwise, if that hasn't been fully healed, if you haven't found a state of allowance for that or forgiveness and that hasn't been moved on, then there will be a vulnerability, can be used as a kind of backdoor. So everything that is and all the backdoors that you have open, would you be willing to start to allow yourself to call in any splintered or fragmented parts of you that became dissociated through that trauma and allow your guardian team to help show you the way to whatever might be the correct support for you to work with this, whether that's in your dreaming or a physical mentor or the right material to read or the quiet guidance that you might get during your prayers or meditative practices, whatever is going to be helpful and supportive to you. You're going to start to reclaim all those parts of us so that those black magicians can't create cording or any soul binding, so that you can fully restore your wholeness. All that is and everything that brings up zero sum of trauma, zero sum of trauma, zero sum of trauma. Just trying to create, set it free. Just trying to create, set it free. Any astral entities that have hijacked your thoughts, your behaviors or actions, by exploiting any unhealed trauma and manipulating you through fear and pain, or the distractor implant of blame, to blame others when it's actually not related to that. And wherever this confusion creates more energy that they can then harvest for their astral slavery type agendas, could you please destroy and uncreate all that, set it free, return it all to sender? Bringing in a high frequency of light to help soothe, clear, adjust this to whatever level you can receive, to whatever level you can receive, to whatever level you can receive, and only that. If this is too much for this individual or this being, we ask that they come back to this at another time, or just go to the level that they are truly ready to receive. All the ways you've given your energy to false gods, through worship or devotion, sacrifice or anything whatsoever, defending for or against, creating walls and judgments to choose to divide and separate, including all controlling overlays presented by imposter spirits through mentally rigid ideological systems of religion, worship, and related theocracies this lifetime or another. Also including parallel realities, including a vast assortment of negative disincarnates, if that applies to you, positioned throughout the astral plane and time matrix, close down all mirrors or gateways or portals, or ways back, cut, control, delete, separate, whatever's required to reunite, restore, regenerate, whatever energies are required to receive right now to allow this to be more ease. Soothe the mind, soothe the heart, bringing that in now to the cellular level, every cell, every channel, everywhere the body needs to receive more energy. We open ourselves to receiving that, allowing the right frequencies to come in to fill any spaces where these entities, energies, or dark spots are leaving. A restoration to full structural integrity, restoration to full structural integrity, restoration to full structural integrity. All hierarchies of imposter spirits, cloned identities and lunar entities enforcing mind control systems for gaining total control and power over others. We allow them to clearly be seen within the organizational structures they have been operating through. Dissolve and dismantle all of these structures in whatever dimensional realm or reality or plane they're held in. Personally, let us confess and renounce any patterns of darkness that have been passed down through generations. In the name, the mighty name of the Most High, I declare victory over every generational curse, breaking the chains that have hindered my purpose and wholeness and ease and joy. I choose the strength to walk in the freedom of love. In trust, I stand against generational curses, trusting in the power that moves all things to bring easeful restoration. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. I pray gratefully that the guardians of the Most High would clear out any residue, echo, any leftover impression, any goop, any goo, any debris, and I ask to see through the eyes of consciousness at all times, to have all blindfolds removed from me, to rebuke any spirits that might come against me and the most beautiful and functional relating I can have with you, the Most High. And I ask that I have the courage to know I can handle anything that I am shown, that I ask for. Even though some of these topics are really great, I understand that support will also be available for any difficulty when adjusting to the truth being revealed to me. I ask to see truth, to see truth, to see truth, to be greater than, to be greater than, to be greater than. Today I will be greater than. I clear all personality influences that may be affecting complete clarity in my body, my energy bodies, the now self, other selves, the collective mind, astral and genetic, attachments, fragments, all combinations, mind slides, obfuscator, mind control, inorganic, replace organic. I ask now for the now self integration package. I am the power, master, and cause of my emotions. I am the power, master, and cause of my mind. I am comfortable with my body, within and without. I am integrated, whole, and balanced. I am responsible for choices that are for my greater purpose. I am in flow with life. I am God's perfect expression. I express myself with ease and clarity. I am worthy to receive love, appreciation, and abundance as God intended. I am blessed and content with my life. I am living my highest purpose. I am filled with appreciation and gratitude for all things in my life. I am the eternal self, and I know who I am. I am committed to the expansion of consciousness of myself and the planet. I am aligned and attuned to Mother, Father, God, and allow that love to flow through me. I am experiencing benevolent healing. I trust in my personal relationship with God. I am safe, protected, and supported by God in every area of my life. I am divinely guided, accepted, and loved. I am included in God's plan of love, light, and power. I am unique and honor my special skills and abilities in service to others. I am a valuable person. I value my time and energy as my path is important. I am the source of my abundance. I focus my love to multiply God's goodness in myself and others. I am abundantly provided for when I follow my heart and highest purpose. I am releasing the old and embracing the new. I cast my burden to God. I am innocent. I forgive myself totally and completely. I am always in the right place at the right time. I am willing to see the truth and go beyond the shadow of fear. I am totally congruent with my spirit and divine purpose. I am able to receive more love and abundance every day and in every way. I am a success. I allow myself to feel and experience my success. I am integrity. I speak the truth in the integrity of the light. I am God's promise of freedom, liberation, and truth. I am the eternal living light. I am congruent, consistent, centered, and responsible in all aspects of my life. I am clarity. I am making evolutionary choices that bring the highest expression to all. I am God. I am sovereign. I am free. I am unity. I accept the male and female within me. I am perfect balance. I am the cosmic sovereign law made manifest. I am the cosmic Christ.